Exercise number 8. Ready. Start. In a suit for partition filed by the petitioner being CS number 189/2009, the parties arrived at a family settlement through mediation sale, and the family settlement was duly signed by the parties. The parties made an application under Order 23 Rule 3 CPC to the court for passing decree in terms of the family settlement. The court-wide order dated 17th April 2009 decreed the suit in terms of the family settlement. There was one sentence in the final order that the parties shall remain bound by the terms of settlement. The petitioner claims that this amounted to an undertaking given to the court, and therefore he had a right to move the contempt petition against the respondents for non-compliance of the family settlement, and that is non-payment of the maintenance to the petitioner, the son by the respondents, the parents. I consider that the contempt petition was not maintainable. Provisions of concept of court cannot be used as an alternative to the execution, since the terms of decree had been clearly settled and the suit of the petitioner was decreed by consent of the parties. If any part of the terms of settlement are not being complied with, the petitioner is at liberty to execute the decree by way of filing an execution petition. The Supreme Court in Aryan Day and ORS v. Bhagyapati and ORS observed that the weapon of contempt is not to be used in abundance or misuse, and normally it cannot be used for execution of the decree or implementation of an order for which an alternative remedy in law is provided for. The discretion given to the court is to be used for maintenance of court's dignity and majesty of law. An aggrieved party has no right to insist that court should exercise such jurisdiction, as contempt is between a contemner and the court. Similarly, in Food Corporation of India versus Sukhdev Prasad, the Supreme Court observed that the contempt jurisdiction, either under the Contempt of Courts Act 1971 or under Order 39, Rule 2A CPC, is not intended to be used for enforcement of money decrees or direction orders for payment of money. The process and concept of execution is different from the process and concept of action for disobedience oblique contempt. The petitioner relied on Rama Narang versus Ramesh Narang and others, wherein Supreme Court observed that merely because an order or decree is executable would not take away the court's jurisdiction to deal with a matter. Stop.